everybody. Welcome, episode 4. What's cracking, everybody? All right, there. Let's get it. First off, James, what's going on, man? How you doing? All right. Let me find my center here. I want to speak to y'all first before I let Monster come out. I got a few things I want to say. First off, on Sunday, I had 2 people that I know from high school days, what have you, pass away tragically. It's very sad. It's a very hard time for me right now, and I'm gonna get through it the best way I can. Prayers go out to everybody that's battling something. My own father currently right now is in the hospital going through something. It's hopefully things will look up, but you know what I mean? From Poncho battling his stuff. Basically what I wanted to come out and say to everybody is, man, you have no idea how much a smile may mean to a stranger or something. That's why I chose a little more love to lead the podcast off. Just everybody, you know what I mean? Just be nice to people. Love one another. Like I said, you don't know what a smile can do to change a stranger's day. You don't know what demons people battle. People don't know what demons you battle. Just for God's sakes, man, just with all the shit that's going on and the tragedies and the schools, and just be nice to one another, man. You never know when's the last time you're going to talk to somebody. I mean, for fuck's, this could be the last time I ever podcast. You know what I mean? You just don't know. So with that being said, everybody, just love one another. Be nice to people, you know what I mean? And just cherish the people that you love in your life, man. You know what I mean? I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for coming and watching Monster's bullshit. Let him do what he does. It's very therapeutic, and God bless you. And I thank every one of y'all for tuning in and watching my stuff. God bless you and your family. I hope everybody's safe in your crews and your squads, and you know what I mean? And God bless you. So let me move this camera a little bit. There we go. So, with that being said, I love each and every one of y'all. Just show each other a little more love. Show each other a little more compassion when it comes to strangers or dealing with people you don't know. You don't know their struggles, y'all. So, with that being said, I'm going to turn the man over that everybody came to see. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I'll give it back to the man. Jesus, fuck, I thought that guy would never shut up all these feelings. Soft like a paper plate, that fucking guy. Oh, man. Fuck him. I'm glad he's gone. Yeah, go away. My turn to talk now, asshole. Everybody, welcome to episode 4 of the Get Up. You already know who it is. It's your man, Monster. Now you may say to yourself, holy shit, Monster, you got great fucking decor going on now. Hey, I do. From the Shady McCoy to the Buffalo Fanatics t-shirt, available now, to this toilet paper manual jersey, to the All In on Allen shirt, to the new shirt they got dropping, the Allen Mania. It's got a fucking table on the back. Like, how you expect Monster not to buy that? It's got a table on the back. But I'm going to try my best not to, at least for another couple days. So with that being said, man, fuck Tyrod Taylor. Are you kidding me? Gonna put out in the media that I felt like I did enough to stay in Buffalo. Not for the money you were fucking making. Are you kidding me? We brought in A.J. McCarron for less, and we have less confidence in him. Fuck him. You made the... I felt like I did enough to stay in Buffalo. No, you didn't. That's why we kicked you the fuck out. You didn't do enough. Fucking get out of here. He's the Black Thug Flutie. Or Flutie's the white Tyrod. It makes no difference. They were the same shit in a different fucking package, different eras. So, fuck you, Tyrod. I felt like I did enough to stay in Buffalo. You didn't do shit. You couldn't see over the fucking middle. You don't know where the tight end is. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Jim, thank you. Sam, what's going on, babies? I appreciate you sitting through the first part of it. So we're over that. Get all that shit out of here. Get the feelings out of here. But, man, fuck what Tyrod said. I felt like I did enough. Oh, yeah? Well, your bosses didn't. Jerk off. If you're at your fucking job and you're like, I feel I did enough to stay here, and your boss is like, I think you're kind of an asshole and you can't read and write real good. Guess what? You get fucking fired. Because your boss doesn't think you're good enough to do that job. Our bosses said, Tyrod, you're not good enough to do this fucking job. So they showed him the fucking door, gave him the fucking boot, and got him the fuck out of here. They give him, got him, and gave him. Get the fuck out of here. I want to talk about that stupid shit, Tyrod. Yeah. Cleveland Brown fans, welcome to the check down game. You better hope fucking Bradford. Damn, Monster. Just got shit twisted. You better hope Mayfield brings it and knocks Tyrod the fuck out because shit, I'm telling you, we done been through this offense. Dave, what's going on, man? Everybody doing? I don't agree with Flutie Flakes. I don't like Flutie Flakes either. You know why I don't like Flutie Flakes? Because there's only one fucking person that belongs on a box of any kind of flakes, and you know it's goddamn Tony the Tiger. The fact that they gave him Flutie Flakes is insulting. You'd never give Michael Irvin fucking Fruit Loops. Bullshit. And I don't like it. Moving on. All right, I said, man, what's up, baby? Jay, Will, what's going on, man? All right, listen. I said something in the teaser earlier that people are kind of shitting on me about, and I don't care. I'm going to give my opinion on it, and here it is. I think the whole process thing is a crock of shit. If you really think about it, folks, okay, process indicates long term, okay? Trust the process is a play on words. If you fucking think about it. If you think about trust the process, it's a play on words. Now, how it's a play on words is this. It basically gives an excuse for extended mediocrity. 1 year goes by, oh, we're still in the process. 2 years goes by, oh, you got to trust the process. 3 years goes by, we're almost at the end of the process. The process never ends. Do you see what I'm saying? When does the process end? Oh, when we win the Super Bowl. Well, what if we don't win the Super Bowl? What happened to the fucking process? Nothing. Now, I also stated earlier that I back the process and I'm behind the process. Why? Because I have no fucking choice. So like if I go to an appliance store and my chick's like, that's the fridge we're going to buy, and I'm like, fucking that's the fridge we're going to buy, I have no choice. I have to back it. What's going on, man? Everybody, you know what I mean? It's the whole trust the process thing, it's marketing. It's fucking marketing. I wouldn't be surprised if trust the process was Russ Brandon's fucking brainchild before he left. Trust the process is a gimmick, folks. It basically gives them an excuse for extended mediocrity. That's all I think trust the process is. Now, this is my opinion. I don't reflect anybody else on Bills Fanatics or any of you fine people watching. This is my opinion, and this is what I have a show for, to give you my opinion. Drop, get up on one time. Get up. Now, with that being said, I have to trust the process. Because this is my team, I love the team, and let's be honest, I'm not going to go root for the fucking Jets or the fish. Fucking fish. I'm not going to go root for any of them assholes. So I'm stuck with the process. Same way Rico's stuck with that Nate Peterman shirt. You ain't seen me buy that shit. Good luck with that. But I can't talk because if Allen flops, then I'm out a couple dollars, and it's like, damn, not for the shirt, people going to laugh at me. That's why you don't see me with a Nate Peterman shirt. Because I'm kind of I'm Peterman. I'm Peterman. You know what I mean? So just the whole process thing, it's just it's bullshit. It's just it's a fucking gimmick. Like, you know what I mean? It's just it's a play on words to justify potential mediocrity. Now, process is very close to progress. So if the Bills don't make the playoffs this year, and the Bills fall back, say, 3 or 4 wins, do you still trust the process? Because the process isn't leading to progress. Process, progress. Progress, process. You see what I'm saying? Follow me here. I'm kind of jumping around here. Monster's brain moves quick. So, if you don't trust the progress, then theoretically, you can't trust the process. Because the process is not leading to any progress. Is it making sense yet? It's all bullshit. Monster just explained it for you. Now, let me get back to, let's see here. What else are we going to do? How's everybody doing out there tonight? Let me check the chat here, see who's in here listening to me. Dave, James, what's going on, Mike? Everybody, what's happening? Thanks for coming to watch me spew my shit. So that's my take on the process. A lot of people are going to like it. A lot of people may agree with it. A lot of people may change their views and be like, oh, Monster kind of makes sense. But 100% of them, whatever. You're entitled to your own opinion. I just happen to share mine on a camera with fine folks that are Bills fans and who need to wear this fine crafted Buffalo Fanatics t-shirt on sale. Buffalo Fanatics. Got the all-in Allen. Got to get that from Fanatics. Now, I'm wearing Jim Kelly today for a reason, folks. This is his Hall of Fame t-shirt. And I want to talk a little bit about Jim Kelly receiving the honorary Jimmy V Award at the ESPYs this year. Man, what a good man. What's up, man? Sharif, how you doing, man? I watched the ESPYs from the first time Jim Valvano gave that speech when he was still alive. And I'm not going to lie, I cried during that speech. Because that was a dude who knew he was on his way out, his number had been called, he was going home. And just to give the speech he gave and give everybody else hope. And I'm not going to lie, every time I see that speech, I tear up a little bit because it means something. The words Jimmy V spoke in that fucking speech meant something. That is one of the all-time greatest speeches because he gave it from the heart and it still meant something and it means something today. And to see what Jim Kelly's going through and to see him receive that honor, it's awesome. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Jim Kelly and the Kelly family. You know, I hope everybody's doing great. I'm repping Jim here today. You know, at one of the rare podcasts, I'm not going to have one of these fine t-shirts sitting on my back. You know what I mean? I got to rock Jim today in honor of being the Jimmy V recipient. He's earned it. His family's earned it. The guy's been through hell. Man, it's fucking Jim Kelly, folks. Okay? Mount Rushmore Bills, he's on the fucking top. He's George Washington. You know what I mean? With that, it's Jim. Jim's number one. You can't name me anybody better than the fucking franchise. Jim is number one. Prayers go out to Jim Kelly and his family for everything they're going through. And congratulations on getting the Jimmy V Award at the ESPYs. That's the shit. That's what I like seeing. Much love to Jim Kelly and his family. Much love on all that. Pierre, what's going on, man? You missed my take on Trust the Process. Damn. That's all right. You go back and rewatch it. I think you're going to dislike what I'm saying. Feel really good with this, right? All right. So, all right. So we got that out of the way. Moving on. Winning culture, okay? Winning culture, team culture, coach culture. Culture, culture, culture. Culture is another one of those catchwords used to fool you, okay? You have to have a winning culture in order to win. Now, how do you get a winning culture? You win. You see what I'm saying? It's like practice makes perfect, but nobody's perfect. It's a catch-22. You understand what I'm saying? It's stupid. You have to win to get a winning culture, but you can't get a winning culture unless you win. Like, you can't have a coach that comes from fucking Cleveland or someplace else that's been shit on his whole career and then expect that coach to bring in a winning culture. He hasn't won anything. So where's the culture come from? I don't think you can create a winning culture from scratch. You can get players, you can have playoff runs, but until you actually put the shit together and win and have a winning culture, it's not going to happen. And it brings me to another point about the winning culture, the winning coaches. It's bullshit. That's a myth too. Culture. You think when the Cowboys and Michael Irvin was fucking blowing rails up his nose and they were winning Super Bowls, do you think that was a good culture in that locker room? Fuck no. That was probably fucking the Wild West. Mark Cuban probably threw those parties. You know what I mean? You think the Giants, Lawrence Taylor, he admitted half his career he played on coke. Like, do you think that was a winning culture in the locker room? It's bullshit. It's new age catchphrases made up by people who want to justify bullshit play by their fucking teams. You need a winning culture. No, you don't. You just need to go out on the fucking field and win. That's all you need to do. You don't need a culture. You don't need people bringing in donuts and fucking fruit baskets. And this is how we create our culture here at One Bills Drive. No, I don't give a shit. I didn't give a shit when Marshawn Lynch ran over people. Go out there and give me 2 fucking touchdowns, $125 for my fantasy team, and you can run over all the people you want. I don't give a shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? The word culture is just like process. It's a fucking catchphrase. It's just used to trick you. It's a play on words. You need a winning culture. You know why? Because while the process is failing, we're building a winning culture. We're building the culture, but the process is failing. It's a fucking... What's going on, Ron? How you doing? It's a play on words, y'all. Trust the process and winning culture. Culture's bullshit. You don't create culture. It deals with the individuals on your team, okay? Now look at this, okay? Now we see the athletes that act up and they're fucking wild and they do stupid shit in the media, whatever. Those guys are on a roster with what? 56 other dudes? Do you think with all those millionaire egos that everybody in the locker room gets along? Fuck no. You don't think there's people on the Bills that hate each other? They're professionals. They make millions of dollars, so they stay away from each other. So the whole winning kumbaya family culture is all fucking bullshit. You're never going to get a locker room. Listen, I played high school basketball. There was 12 of us. 8 of us hated each other. Like, that's just math. On a football team, you're with the egos, and there's no fucking way. You will never convince me that everybody on every team in the NFL gets along. That negates winning culture right there, because culture is defined as everybody gets along, so to speak. Well, if everybody's hating each other in the locker room, or this person don't get along with this person, do you think Jonathan Martin got along with Richie Incognito in fucking Miami? Apparently not. Was that a winning culture? No, it wasn't. You don't create a winning culture. You just fucking win. You just win. Do you think the Bills in the 90s had a winning culture? Fuck no, they didn't have a winning culture. They were doing this and doing all kinds of crazy shit and getting fucking drunk. Do you think that's a winning culture? Oh, the Bills didn't win the Super Bowl. Fuck you. That's irrelevant to my point, assholes. Nobody's ever done what the Bills have done, and nobody probably ever will. And that's a pin in our hat for now until we get the Lombardi Trophy and we hold it up. I swear to God, if we ever win the Lombardi Trophy, I'm going to run around fucking Riverside ass naked with it, just with a fucking beer and a replica of the Lombardi Trophy until the cops find me, which would probably be about a block, because in my old age, I'm not that nimble. Cheers, folks. If anybody want to know where I got the Stanley Cup from, you got to just Google it. I had a couple questions. Just Google it. They don't make the Lombardi Trophy. That's why I drink out of the Stanley Cup. So don't ask me no more. Moving on from that. Moving on. Another thing that bugs me. Well, not that bugs me, but another thing that's on my mind. Like a lot of people are worried about the wide receivers and all that shit. All right. So we got Wood gone. We no longer got Wood. Got Wood. We don't got Wood no more, and we don't got Bitchy Incognito. So Wood and Bitchy are gone, and now we look at the replacements. Okay, we bring in young Wyatt Teller. JB, what's going on, man? How you doing? Excuse me. Too much juice and Monster's throat. So they're gone. We got Teller, we got Groy, and we got the other kid, Bodine. So you look at the pieces of our offensive line, and I'm trying to fit them together. Like, okay, he can do this, he can do this. We don't know what Teller's going to do yet, and that's a big question mark. And I think that kind of excites me. I want to know what Teller's going to do. The kid looks good in the uniform. Let's see what he does on the fucking gridiron. So we look at this offensive line that's kind of, it's unproven. We don't know where it's going to go. Now, with that being said, will that affect who starts behind that line? Because you got to think about that too. Will the play of the line affect who we put back there? Monster makes sense. You know what I mean? And if it might not be done, we may make a move before the season starts, and shore up the offensive line a little bit. But I think more than wide receiver, that's a big question for me. I think we're good at linebacker. I like the kids, you know what I mean? I think we're good at linebacker. I think we'll be okay at linebacker. I think the line needs to be upgraded. Everything else that I see, wide receiver, we'll get to wide receiver. The reason I say wide receiver is a skill position, and the reason why it's called a skilled position, because if you bring somebody in with skills at that position, they'll be able to fill that gap immediately. Whereas the offensive line is a little different. It's a little more technique, a little more seasoning, a little sprinkle here, a little footwork there to get in line with what you have. Because you're an offensive line. You're an offensive player, but you're on a fucking line. What that means is you have to work in conjunction with that line. That takes a little more, to learn than, say, Des Bryant. You bring Des Bryant and say, okay, do it. You know what I mean? That's more of a position. So I'm not real worried about the wide receiver position. That's more the offensive line for me. Our damn paper looks better this year. Yeah, absolutely looks better. It's part of the process. Moving on. I think we'll be okay. I just want to see where they go with it. I want to see where they go with it, and I want to see just how they work together as a unit, the camaraderie. I want to see how all that shit works. That interests me. Now, there's a lot of other shit that I want to talk about that's not football related, because football fucking sucks this time of year. There's nothing going on. I'm scraping articles and talking bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't the greatest content Monster's going to provide at Buffalo Fanatic shirt, because I got nothing. There's no content right now. I can't review games. I can't talk about shit going on because there's nothing going on. So I'm going to bounce around a little bit. Which brings me to, I want to talk about tragedies and championships in professional sports. With hockey going on, with Las Vegas and Washington going on in the Cup, it brings me to tragedies and championships. Now, if you really look at this shit, it's fucking creepy. Now, after 9/11, what happened? The New England Patriots. We get attacked by terrorists. We're Americans. Patriots. The Patriots win the Super Bowl. Somebody just told the assholes to stop. So the Patriots win the Super Bowl after that. And then Hurricane Katrina decimates fucking New Orleans. Wipes them out. Just right off the map. Just God takes a big shit on New Orleans. Then the Saints win the Super Bowl. Alright. That's fine. Then you have, after that, you have the Boston Marathon. The marathon gets blown up. People die. It was tragic. The Red Sox win the World Series. It's a little more than fucking coincidence. And we could still go on. After Hurricane Harvey, the Houston Astros won the fucking World Series. Now, with the Vegas mass shooting that just happened, and Las Vegas being in the Stanley Cup Finals, being an expansion team, that nothing like that should ever happen, it's just, Yeah, man, it's, It makes you think about shit like that. Which leads me into my next point. And I said it on my teaser video. Okay. Now, think of this. A lot of people haven't thought of this. Alright. So, if you ever wanted to know if professional sports are fixed, you're going to find out in the next 2 weeks. And Monster's going to tell you why. Because I spread knowledge like a flower of joy. Because I'm at inner peace with myself, and I love everybody. Nico, what's up, my dude? Cities unite, brother. Horrible events. That's right. But that still doesn't make a 2-bit cornerback who's shit all of a sudden the best cornerback in the league who can cover somebody. You know what I mean? It's ironic. So, if you want to know if professional sports are fixed, I'm going to tell you how, and watch it in the next 2 weeks. Now, when the Las Vegas Golden Knights became the expansion team, the odds on them at the beginning of the season were 500-1 to win the Stanley Cup. Now, they're 5 games away from it. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 games away from it. Series is 2. They're 3 games away from it. Las Vegas has $3 billion, $3 billion and something on the books for those Las Vegas fucking Knights to win it. $3 billion. Basically meaning, if the Golden Knights win it, Las Vegas goes broke. Like, these casinos are fucking shaking in their boots. Like, there was no way they ever thought they would pay out on a 500-1 long shot. Especially in this kind of fucking world. So, Vegas is shaking in their boots. There's a ton of fucking cash on the line for Vegas. So, if the series gets deep and you see a couple questionable whistles go the way of Washington, and Washington eventually ends up winning, my theory is proved, and you can thank me. There is a kind of a fix on in professional sports. I think there is anyway. I think the NBA is completely fucking fixed, Joe. I think the NBA is just, it's so bullshit. The NBA is so fucking fixed. Like the LeBron call. They reviewed it and reversed the foul. You can't do that. If the referees don't agree or there's a difference of opinion, it's a fucking jump ball. You don't go to the monitor and change the call. It's not even a fucking rule. They just ignored it and nobody cared. Like, good job, David Stern. Sit there at your fucking popcorn and your fucking penguin face and fuck him. Shitbag. But that's how you're going to be able to tell in the next couple weeks if professional sports has a fix in it. So, let's get back to some more football because we're going to talk football because that's what I want to do right now. So, week 1, who starts? Who is starting week 1? For you, who's starting week 1? Do we hand the keys over to McCarron? I think we hand the keys over to McCarron. Now, what happens if he gets beat out in the process? What happens if he's just fucking better? What happens if he's just fucking better than McCown? So, we start him. Which, okay, that's what I want to do anyway. Throw him in the fucking fire. He's not going to learn anything sitting on the bench reading a fucking book. Like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers learned behind Brett Favre. We don't have fucking Brett Favre sitting there, folks. You know what I mean? Oh, Green Garoppolo, he learned behind Tom. We don't have Tom Brady sitting there. So Josh Allen's going to sit and learn from who? Fucking mediocre A.J. McCarron? It's like fucking trying to learn algebra from a teacher who's drunk all the time. You're just not going to get it, folks. It's just not there. If you're not learning from one of the greats, or you get drafted to a team where there's a douchebag like Ben Roethlisberger, then you're not going to learn nothing either. You fucking Big Ben, you dickhead. Then you're not going to learn nothing either. So the whole sit him thing, I disagree with. Throw him in the fucking fire, let's see what he's got. You're not going to learn by sitting there with a fucking clipboard. No, you need to adjust to the speed, get it out there, get it in there. You're going to make some mistakes, that's fine. Now, when Josh Allen finally does get an opportunity to get in the ball game and play, Do Monster a favor. The first time the kid throws a bad pass, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear, oh, he's a fucking bust. Oh, fucking interception. We should have took fucking Rosen. We should have took... Shut the fuck up. Okay? He's a rook. He's going to make some fucking mistakes. Okay? But you concentrate on the good shit. The kid's got an arm like a fucking rocket. Okay? Which means he's going to be able to fit the balls in the tight fucking spots that a quarterback we haven't had in a while hasn't been able to fucking do. Okay? Peterman can't do it. Sorry. Peterman fucking backers. Rico. He's not going to be able to do it. He's already proved he can. He proved he can throw the other team. Does he deserve another shot? Yeah. Am I ready to write off Nate Peterman? No. But I'll tell you what. If he gets a shot in the preseason and he plays a half and he looks like horse meat, fuck him. See ya. Get him on the fucking bus. Get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Drop. Get up on his ass one time. Get him the fuck out of here. Like, we're done with you. You get on a bus with Cardell Jones. Yeah, you and Cardell. Fuck off. So, I think he's going to beat him out. I think he's going to beat out A.J. McCarron. There's nothing about McCarron that it doesn't excite me, folks. There's nothing about McCarron standing next to Allen that tells me that Allen can't beat this fucking yo-yo out. There's nothing. He's got the arm strength over him. McCarron has experience. Ooh, big fucking deal. Experience. Skill can make up for experience. That's how rookies go to the fucking NFC Championship game. Colin Kaepernick didn't have experience. He made it. So don't give me the shit about, oh, you need fucking experience. No, you don't. You don't need experience. Toss the kid in the fire if need be. Let him fucking go ham, and let's see what comes out of it. Now, if in the process it slows progress, then again I prove my point that progress and process are similar, and both keywords in bullshit. So, it's week 1. That's out of the way. We got that out of the way. Let's see. Now, fuck them. Cover Jim Kelly. All right. 28 minutes in, you got what you got from Monster. That's my podcast. So, I'm going to end the show as I do every week with the This Asshole segment. Now, if you're new to my podcast, A, where the fuck you been for 4 weeks? B, why haven't you bought a Buffalo Fanatics t-shirt like Jesus Christ? And C, Shady fell. My big ass tore Shady down. Shady, get up there. Stupid. I forgot what letter I was on. But it's fucking irrelevant because it's time for This Asshole. But first, I already touched on it on a live video on Instagram, but I gotta touch on it again. And it's not football related. But oh Jesus fuck, is it just a meaty topic? But J.R. Smith, what the fuck were you doing? Like, you stood at the fucking line for 2 free throws. You had nothing to do but stare at your feet and a fucking clock. Like, what are you thinking about? This is one of the biggest moments of your fucking life. You're in the finals. Like, what else could you be fucking thinking about? Like, you thinking about Meek Mill beefing with somebody? Like, what the fuck is wrong? You know what I'm saying? You got some Hennessy and a couple fucking railers. Like, what are you thinking about? And LeBron's reaction was fucking priceless. Like, I'm surprised. How the fuck did LeBron not just throat punch him as soon as he walked in the fucking locker room? Like, I played my fucking cock and balls off. All fucking game, it was just brick, 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 brick. You guys couldn't do fucking shit. And how dare you... That's my honorable mention. So we're done with J.R. Smith. Now, let's get to the real This Asshole of the week. It's actually a duo This Asshole. Our first ever, folks, a duo This Asshole. Now, this week's This Asshole is Clay Matthews and Lucas Patrick of the Green Bay Packers. Now, if you did not see it, they were in a charity baseball, little softball game, little, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Put it on for the fans, sell cookies, get a hot dog. It's bullshit. So they're in a charity fucking softball game, and Clay Matthews is pitching. He pitches it up to this Lucas Patrick dude. This Patrick dude just fucking blasts it right back in his face and fucking shatters his nose. So Clay Matthews is all fucking moped out. It's a charity softball game. A, what the fuck is Patrick doing trying to kill the thing in a fucking charity game, just meat hooking it? And then Matthews just watches the whole thing fucking just come in his face. It just blasts him. And then he finally moves his fucking glove. Like, where are your reactions? Like, holy shit. So this week's duo This Asshole is Clay Matthews and Lucas Patrick. You guys are $1 million athletes. Stop trying to be gym class heroes in front of fucking soccer moms and crush a softball. Because you both just almost ended Green Bay's fucking season with one swing of the bat and one crack of the fucking nose. You know what I mean? Don't be assholes. Patrick should apologize to Matthews. And if he doesn't, I think his mother should smack him in the fucking mouth. That's episode 4 of the podcast. Thank everybody for coming out. Spewing my bullshit. Check out Buffalo Fanatics. Follow us. Give us a like. With that being said, I do want to say RIP to the people I mentioned in the beginning of it. So RIP to Bob Geddes, and the Geddes family, and also Jimmy Duell and the Duell family. Rest in peace, fellas. Haven't gained 2 more good-ass dudes. So that's it for this week. I'll be back next week. Jesus Christ, start the fucking season already. I'm running out of shit to talk about. This Joe asshole's going to come back with his feelings and shit if I don't find nothing else to fucking talk about. But I think next week, we're going to do fantasy football. Next week's going to be all fantasy football. My predictions, my picks, who I think's a crock of shit. Don't draft AJ Green. He almost had a fucking baby on me 2 years ago. I had to make a fucking video for him. Like, dude, you're my number 1 receiver. I need 30 points out of you. You're going to have a fucking baby and miss the game? Like, put a condom on. You can't count to 9 and do it when it's not the off season. You got fucking fantasy owners that depend on you. Like, gonna go have a baby, get his pickle tickled. I'm trying to win a fucking championship. This dickwad. So from everybody, I love you. Thank you for watching episode 4. I will be back next week with episode 5, just as lit as ever. From me and mine to you and yours, baby, you already know what it is. Build Mafia, get up!